for my audience, would you mind sharing what health issues that you were dealing with prior and maybe how the appointment where you were told that you wouldn't have kids, what
Yeah.
that looked like?
Yeah. So honestly, my health issues started in the sixth grade. I was diagnosed with osteoporosis in the sixth grade. In the seventh grade, I was diagnosed with multiple mood disorders, severe mood disorders that I was really struggling with. And then at the end of high school, I ran into very severe chronic pain. So at a certain point, I got off of Adderall, clonazepam, and Ambien, which I was just thrown onto. And I knew that they weren't helping and something was going very wrong. And so I decided to rip off the Band-Aid. And that's when I was diagnosed with the first diagnoses were Addison's, Hashimoto's, and fibromyalgia and chronic Lyme disease. But they continue to compile. The autoimmune disorders with the years and still not healing, primarily my gut, the autoimmune disorders continue to compile. I had crest scleroderma. That was rapidly taking over my internal organs, specifically my lungs. It inhibited my mobility. I actually had to do a lot of manual therapy on my back to deal with that. But that's why doctors said I shouldn't expect to live past 30 years old because of the rate that it was increasing, the scleroderma. And then I ran into a chronic C. diff infection, and that is why I got down to 69 pounds. I had 3 fecal transplants. I had so many rounds of antibiotics. The doctors said that it was seeded in my gut and that the transplants weren't working anymore. It would basically take back over. And so that is when I really decided to switch from keto to full carnivore for a while. And it's not that keto's bad. Keto actually mitigated most of my symptoms and allowed me to live a life somewhat, but it was not allowing me to heal and seal my gut. It was the oxalate, the anti-nutrients in the spinach and the avocado. And I was doing turmeric and cumin. And I had no idea about oxalate and just how much it can bind to other nutrients and prevent absorption and just cause havoc in your body. So that was key for me, not that everyone has to go carnivore. So I dealt with a lot. I was diagnosed with over 10 autoimmune diseases. The chronic Lyme disease in itself was a whole thing. I was bedbound for a season. The scleroderma was one of the scariest things, and it was very rapidly basically taking over my internal organs.